Come warm yourself around the fire that is Baseball Scotland, wherever you are in the world. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Ewan Spence here, coming from a delightful summer setting. It is Scotland, after all. We're here at the Bobby Thompson Memorial Field in Warriston Park for today's game as we welcome the Edinburgh Angels, and our designated home team is the Edinburgh Cannons, who are doing the welcoming. Two teams that are working their way through their league and building on their previous years. The Cannons, of course, looking to stay in touch. They're just half a game back behind the Tayport Breakers. The Edinburgh Angels made the step up from Single A last year up to the AAA here in the Scottish National Baseball League, and they're just finding their footing, measuring themselves against the best that there is in Scottish baseball, so they can themselves regard themselves as the best. It's a full summer of baseball, and we thank you for joining us here on YouTube and on the streams. As always, your links, your likes, your loves, your shares and your subscribes are all very much welcome, and they just help us grow the viewership. And yeah, you know all this stuff. Every single YouTube starts this way, so let's just assume I've done that and I've introduced myself. I think I have. But anyway, Ewan Spence here behind the microphone. Let's just have a look at down the lineups that we have today. Edinburgh Angels, as noted there, are down as the visiting team. So, batting there to open up will be shortstop Ryan Lim. Second is third baseman Luke McCallum. And third in the order is centre fielder Jackson Kramer. Middle of the order is left fielder Sylvain Morissot. Catcher Benjamin Miles Knudsen and Luke Paget from first base, 4, 5, 6 in the middle. And closing out your 7, 8, 9 is right fielder Ben Taylor at 7, your pitcher Blaine Harry at 8, and second base batting 9th will be Emma Murphy. Cannons defensive lineup across the top left, centre right. We have Garrett Stell, Kit Searle, and Jose Gonzalez. There's big massive raindrop right over there. That's your left centre right. Miguel Del Rosario is in shortstop. Your Ted Rogers 3-2-1 will be Evan Hernandez at third, Alexander Pudol at second, and Steve Silverberg at first. Silverberg first, Pudol second, Hernandez third. Your catcher is Adiso Barrios, and pitching for the Edinburgh Cannons as they take to the field will be Peter Rowe. Cannons themselves off to a strong start to the season, 4-1, just half a game behind the Tayport Breakers, who have a game in hand at 4-0. Breakers this weekend are playing at home, and they are welcoming the Edinburgh Diamond Devils. Also playing this week, Edinburgh Rays are at home and welcoming Glasgow Baseball. As you can see there, the weather is doing that typical thing where you can get your bingo cards out and see how many bits of weather you have today. Before the game started, we had a little bit of sun, we had a little bit of rain. There was about 3 minutes of very large hailstones, and then driving cold rain, and as you can see now, we're back to a changeable condition. The wind itself, it is there. It's blowing out from right centre field towards home. Little bit of a breeze, occasional gust. Could pick up the ball and give it a little bit of movement, but we're not expecting, certainly through the first inning, for that to make a huge amount of difference and impact on the ball, because we are looking out across right centre field, and there's a zebra crossing of clouds going through there as well. If you want to find out more, baseballscotland.co.uk. You'll find there fixtures, league tables, contact details for all our clubs. That includes teams that you're seeing here and that I've mentioned at the AAA level. We have Single A as well. And on top of those teams in leagues, we also have our youth teams as well, the Edinburgh Giants and the Glasgow Universe. And again, contact details are back on the website. You'll also find us on Facebook. Teams have their individual pages on Instagram and Facebook. You can find more about them, keep up to date with everything that's going on. So we're getting ready to go underway here. It'll be Ryan Lim, Luke McCallum, and Jackson Kramer to lead off for the Edinburgh Angels. The Angels will be playing in a dark bottle green with black trim and white pants. And the Cannons, white shirts, white trousers, red trim. And umpiring behind home plate today will be Paul Convoy. And just looking round, see where we are with an outfield umpire as well. We'll get that name over to you shortly. As always, we thank you for your company for baseball in a way that only Scotland can present. Ryan Lim is going to open up for the Edinburgh Angels. And just before we get underway, we have an immediate little conference there between your catcher Diso Barrios and your pitcher Peter Rowe. Ryan Lim batting 200 for the season. And for those of you keeping track, 8 minutes past 2. Ball 1. And Angels underway and take that immediate tiny psychological lead. Ball 2 comes down. Lim keeping the bat on the shoulders. Go, Bobby. Check swing. Sneaks in just to the bottom half of the strike zone. Fouled off high and went up and over the third base dugout. Peter Rowe, just a handful of starts this year so far, but pitching on a 1.00 ERA. And you count his equal high. Swing, and it's a pop-up. It's going to stay in the game field, but it's going to be a fast slide underneath for Peter Rowe, who doesn't get underneath that in time. We've had a little bit of rain on the field, and that gave him an extra 2 or 3 feet on the slide. Needed about 3 or 4 though. So fouled off, and let's do that all again. And just a moment to recover there. A little bit of a toboggan. 2-2. Fouled off, a little bit flatter down the third base and over the dugout there. And reaching the bowling green that we have here at Warriston Park. And we also have some tennis courts just over the back there. We have softball taking place during the week. And Saturday, the laid out football pitches. Still there, 2-2. And it's a golf swing low. Pushed foul. And it's never too early. It's certainly in 2026 to get your pitcher's pitch count up. There's a 100 pitch limit here for the 2026 season. Both teams will be looking to get their opponents into the bullpen. And the count goes full. Foul out or action, take your pick. Top of the first here, lead batter for the Edinburgh Angels, Ryan Lim. Goes for the check swing, the appeal goes up to first. Didn't go. Ball 4. The opening batter. Opening base runner. And perhaps more importantly for the length of the game, significant point into Peter Rowe's pitching. Luke McCallum steps in now for the Angels with a runner at first. McCallum looking for his first hit of the year. Takes a swing and a miss on strike 1. Emma Murphy up there just being a third base coach. We'll see her batting later tonight in the lineup. Count goes equal low. Runner still at first, top of the first. Nothing on the board as yet. It's popped up very high. It'll come down with snow. Will it come down into a glove? It does. First out. Third baseman Ewan Hernandez steps in. One away, runner on first. Jackson Kramer in next, 200 for the season. Lim waiting for the second step and the Scottish two-step if he can find it. Stays at the belt but goes wide there from Rowe. Glancing over to first, keep everybody honest. Popped up high but behind. Now it falls to the ground. You know, there is a dark cloud right above us. The wind would blow away any weather from it. So it's quite high. Might not be kidding about the snow actually, given we had hail earlier. Lim still anchored at first. As that's letters wide. Two and one. Popped foul behind again. Everybody's expecting the drop. Rowe keeping them relatively flat on the pitching, but the speed of those just keeping the Angels off balance as they bat. And we have a full count again. Second full count of the game so far for Rowe. One away, runner on first, full count. Payoff is hit, there's line drive, base hit goes out of left field. Picked out over there by Garrett Still, who's going to just throw in as the cutoff to Miguel Del Rosario, and we get runners at first and second. Ryan Lim takes the 90 feet. And there's good sight of the baseball immediately coming back in from the left field. So a line drive, bit of height on that as well from Jackson Kramer. So Van Morissot steps in. One in scoring position, another at first, but two away. Are we two away? One away. Rose slide there. Did not get the out earlier in the game. And bounce back. So that goes to the inside. Morissot batting right-handed. Angels ahead in the count as they face the Cannons. Grounder picked up. Morissot is gonna be safe at first, but it is going to be a force out at third on Ryan Lim. Hernandez getting collecting the ball off the ground and getting back for the touch on third. And the throw over for the hope for the double. Wasn't in time. And slightly off target as well. Benjamin Mills Knutson. That's a mouthful. I'm going to stumble over that one later in the game, won't I? Runners first and second, 2 away. And a look at the steal, as that is going to be lined straight into Del Rosario at short, and the side is retired. 2 runners up in a scoring position, but nothing further on that. So 2 hits coming out of the inning for the Edinburgh Angels, but no conversions on those. 2 left on base. We'll wait for the official scoring on that one. It's a question whether Morrisseau is based on error, but I'm not the official scorer, so let's go with a hit on that one, shall we? So, middle of the first. And the Cannons happy to take that pressure from the defensive side, and now the delights of baseball. We play the other game that we're playing with the Cannons on the attack and the Angels on the defense. Line up for the Edinburgh Cannons. Kicking off will be DH Jack Vickerman first in the lineup, third baseman Ewan Hernandez second, and catcher Ediso Barrios at third. Middle of the order is shortstop Miguel Del Rosario, batting fourth, pitcher Peter Rowe, first baseman Steve Silverberg, and left fielder Garrett Stell. You can play with 9 or 10 in the Scottish Leagues. Angels have chosen to play with 9. Cannons are playing with 10, so they get 4 in the middle of the order. And the back 3 is going to be centre fielder Kit Searle at 8, second baseman Alexander Pujols at 9, and right fielder Jose Gonzalez at 10. Defensive lineup for the Angels. Across the top, left, centre, right, Sylvain Morisseau, Jackson Kramer, and Ben Taylor. Your left, your centre, and your right. Ryan Lim, shortstop, and your Ted Rogers, 3-2-1 across the middle. Luke McCallum, Emma Murphy, and Luke Paget. Paget at first, Murphy at second, McCallum at third. Catcher will be Ben Mills Knutson, and pitching is the team captain, Blaine Harry. He's facing the opening batter of Jack Vickerman. Vickerman's bat stayed hot through the first 5 games for the Cannons. 529 on the board and a 1.092 OPS. Cannons do love the strategy of just keeping everything steady and then going bang and putting up a big number in a single inning. Goal of the Angels here will be to not let them get that foothold, hold back the base runners, watch for the steals. Hernandez and Vickerman especially have got speed in the legs. And of course that informs the Cannons strategy as well. Get on base, force them round, play your small ball, but play it fast, play it hard. So we're underway. Vickerman, Hernandez, Barrios away. Jack Vickerman leads off. And the Angels again get that very first bit of psychological win. As Heary gets a 0-1 count. Low and inside for the second pitch. Equal low. Yeah, and that goes outside and low. Hits the plate and bounces over. That's an out of bounds, but no runners on as yet, so No huge damage. 2-1 goes high and outside. (3-1). Dodge there. Finds the corner of the zone, so count goes full. It's both opening pitchers. They've opened up with a full count. Payoff becomes a walk. So Vickerman, mentioned already, has the speed, so eagle eyes for the steal. Here he pitching left-handed, has a clear line of sight on first base as he pitches to Hernandez. Finds the bottom of the zone, 0-1. Vickerman jinxing around at first. Side hustle that time. 3 or 4 fast paces the next one to catch the eye. Goes for that line, steal is on, and that's a fumbled out of the glove from Nils Knutsen as catcher, so that's going to be all the way up to second and in a scoring position for Vickerman. Pitch came in low and inside. Awkward catch. The steal had already moved. Vickerman takes the lead as well, as that's a swing and a miss there. And a smile from Hernandez. Just wondering. As that one goes underneath, rolls to the back. That's going to be a passed ball, and on the passed ball, Vickerman over to third. Stands up and heads in. 90 feet away from the go-ahead run. There's his second full count. Bottom of the first, no runs as yet. No outs, runner at third. Payoff. Fouled back, flat and into the netting. Everybody reset. Everybody shake out the muscles. Let's do it again. Foul out or action, full count payoff. That lofted, going out into left centre field. That's been a clean catch there from Sylvan Morris, so relays that into third baseman Luke McCallum. That's going to hold Vickerman at third. One away. It's the second fast pair of legs. And the first one kept off base. Ediso Barrios, catcher, steps in. 188 for the season. Lets that one go low and underneath the zone. Sneaks ahead in the count. Vickerman up at third. Staying closer to the bag this time. Popped up. It's high and over. It's lost in the sun. And that's going to reach the car park behind us. More the entryway, so no cars getting in the way there. Equal low on the count. Line drive. That's going to be a tough catch, but it's made. Jackson Kramer takes that one out in right centre field, but there's enough of a distance. It looks like he's dropped that out of the glove, so Vickerman has actually made it home, and there's going to be a slide into third. Barrios there. Well, there's always fun there with your officials scoring. It's going to turn out it's a base hit there. Kramer forced to catch that one on the run. And Barrios taking it all the way to third base. Vickerman bringing the run in as well. So, Cannons up by 1. It's their shortstop, Del Rosario. Comes in. Strike called beyond that one there. And that's lofted high. Line drive. Center field middle, bounces one, base hit. It's an RBI as well. So Rosario gets the distance, finds the gap, drops the ball in there. And run number 2, Barrios, after what is currently being credited as a base on error on an E8, and then round on the play. Del Rosario gives him the single. Del Rosario fakes the steal, keeps the body low. So first pitcher here's Peter Rose steps in. Runner goes, Del Rosario hands for second. It's going to be a stand up and he's going to be called safe. Consideration there perhaps of the slide in, but Rosario sees the flight of the ball. That's going to be a liner straight into the third base glove, and that's going to be called out. Luke McCallum gets the line drive at third base and into the glove and out number 2. Rosario stays at second. And Steve Silverberg batting left-handed. Lefty-lefty. Outside low for ball 1. Two on the board so far with the run number 3 in scoring position. Wild pitch. Del Rosario hands to third. Got enough of a jump there that Knutson just going to hold the ball at home. Run number 3, 9 feet away, 2 already on the board. Silverberg leans back. Ball 3. Leans back, watches it. That's not the one, 3-1. Garrett Stell on deck. It's a lean back for ball 4. Runners at the corners with 2 away. Garrett Stell pitching last week. May well show up later on as relief pitching. Batting though, 500 for the season. And runner goes. There's the pop up from Mills Knutson. Fakes the throw. Doesn't draw anybody. Hoping to get Rosario perhaps to do the jump. So we're back. 2 in a scoring position. 2 away. First base is open. Lofted high. It's over and foul. Straight back to the car park on that one. Time called. Still just showing the one of the Cannons' strong points. Well, they do have pitching depth. Still in there for potential relief. Fouls that one back. Kit Searle, who's on deck now, has been known to hurl quite efficiently as well. The Angels bullpen a little bit less tested at this level. Line drive, base hit, heads up towards second. Run number 3 is home. Long throw goes down to first base. It's going to be caught by the grass, so it's not going to go over, and it's the run number 4 comes over as well, and Silberberg takes that overthrow at first. And will quite happily take that. Still, I think that's going to be a single RBI. Brings in Del Rosario. Silverberg gets there on the play. 4 on the board, 2 away. Foul down the third base line there for Kit Searle, who's in now and underway with a 0-1. There's 2 away. Garrett Stell is at first. That's outside wide. Here he takes the count equal. Low, 1-1.
Good eye, kid.
2-1. Still bouncing and jinxing. Goes for the steal. Heads up. Long throw is high and looping, and it's not going to be in time. Still decides that he's going to do the slide and then get that underneath. Second base Emma Murphy positioned in time, but a high loop throw. Didn't have enough pace. Steal goes down from second to third. Throw goes up attempt from this time. It's slightly off target, so that's going to give Stell space to get into third. Searle will take ball 4 on that one. Runners hit the corners. Alexander Pujols, little bouncer, heads up third base. It's going to throw over long and slow. It's meaning first base, but it's in time. Lim takes the time there and makes sure of the throw to Padgett. Short to first, then side retired. But not before. A significant score put up. 4 runs for the Cannons. Coming just off 2 hits. And we'll just wait to get the official scorer on that one. And they're going to be crediting the Angels with 1 error. And 2 left on base for the Cannons. So there we go. Let's just go through my maths again there. 2 hits with 4 runs, 1 error charged to the Angels, and 2 left on base. Devils will get the Devils? Wow, the Devils are playing up at the breakers. I'm going to find out the score and hope that that's the right one there as well. That's for the Cannons. 4 on the board. Angels will have a chance to get themselves on the board as we head into the top of the second. Regulation 7 played here in Scotland. Luke Padgett, Ben Taylor, and Blaine Harry will be a 1-2-3 up for the Angels. Ewan Spence here, Reuben Hustle on the truck, and we'll be back with you shortly. It's an 0-4 game. Top of the second here. Bandit, Taylor, and Harry for the Angels as they chase a 4-run deficit. Cannons putting and for those of you with eyes, we welcome you back to the broadcast. Fell off in the ground. Paget there. Sun is out and just getting a little bit of dry. Popping up here. And that's the balls and the mounds. Roll sends that one in low into the strike zone. Takes them to 1 and 2. Taking a swing and he's punched out. First strike and the K for Peter Rowe. Bandit still looking for the first hit this year. Right fielder Ben Taylor in now to bat for the Angels. Gets that fouled into the dirt. .375 for the season on Taylor. One away here in the top of the second. No runners on as yet. All sending that one outside low, seeing if you can draw a swing. Taylor's bat stays on the shoulder. Hit by pitch there. Swings inside. And the Angels have themselves a base runner. Fourth base runner of the game. None of them have got past second base. As always, keeping an eye out for your Scottish two-step. Step one's get on base. Angels are doing that rather well. Step two, steal second. It's not going to happen on this play as we have our pitcher the other way around. Peter Rowe doing the hurling. Playing Heary, putting the wood in the way. And that's down to catcher and a check throw up to see if Ben Taylor can be picked off at first. He's back in time, but checks the arm for the long throw there from Mediso Barrios catching and keeps everybody on the toes. Ball finds the outside low corner there. 2 and 1. It's a hit by pitch as that comes inside high. That one taken on the shoulder blade there for Heary. Two hit by pitches for a row there. Emma Murphy still looking for the first hit of the season, about a 167 OPS. One out. Runners at first and second. 4-run deficit. Angels looking to claw that back. Angels in green, Cannons in white and red. Strike one as that curves down. Swing and a chop, it's going to go ground, it's going to be fair, it's going to be picked up by Ian Hernandez, long fast throw. It's high and up and over first base, and it's out of bounds. Taylor already made it to third successfully, so his extra base is going to bring the first run in for the Angels. Murphy getting a little ground chopper. It's over to third base, picked up by Hernandez. It's going to be a reach on the error on the throw. And Ben Taylor puts one on the board for the Edinburgh Angels. Runners at second and third. One away. First base is open. Back to the top of the order, and it's fouled away. It's where some of the youth team just taking a few warm-up throws. So back to the top of the order. Ryan Lim drew the walk in the first. Fouled the first one off. Takes the ball there. It's one away. First base open, second is occupied, third is occupied. Limits the tying run. Flat foul back into the netting. And that's the strikeout there. Comes down, slips out the hand. I think that one, and it goes wide. It's the wild pitch there. Run in from here. He is going to be a tag out, and runner's not going to score on that one there. And that's going to be the third out. Ryan Lim gets the punch out. There's a second out on a slight wide path. Ball rolling towards the back. And here he tagged out. And with that, side retired. No hits for the Angels. One run on the board though. It's going to be an error charged to Cannons. And the one left on base. Edinburgh Angels bring back one run of them. Edinburgh Cannons on the 4 as we are in the middle of the second here at the Bobby Thompson Memorial Field in Edinburgh. I'm Ewan Spence, and we'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back. Edinburgh Angels 1, Edinburgh Cannons 4. Jose Gonzalez, Jack Vickerman, and even Hernandez for the Cannons here in the bottom of the second. They have a 3-run lead. And they're looking to extend that one. Gonzalez with the hefty swing here is batting 10th in the order. And pushes that one away. But Harry stays in pitching. And the appeal goes up to first base. Ryan McFarlane umpiring for the outfield. Pushed down, but a questioning glance there from Harry to umpire Paul Convoy. On the outside low, call of ball. And ball to the inside. And another full count. Opening batter payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and punched out. Here he takes his first K of the game. And it's back to the top of the order. Jack Vickerman pulled a full count out of Harry before cashing it in to get the walk in top of the first. Followed by a little 2 around the bases to be the first of the 4 runs. Cricket wide there from Harry. Falls out of the pitching hand, much as Rowe had one in the previous half inning. It's 1-0. Equaled out low, 1-1. Comes down, it's a contact, barely, goes foul, takes us 1-2. There's another one fouled, goes down third base line. But just missed glove of Luke McCallum. It's foul on the ground. So we'll stay at 1-2. Even swings and fouls on that one. Good solid back to the car park towards the tiny Mercedes. I mean, my first thought was maybe that's an MG badge, the old octagon. Do it again. Touched foul. Stays alive. Drives the pitch count up. It's gonna go low. Takes us equal height, 2-2. Stays alive. Vickerman clips that one. One away so far. Bottom of the second. And foul down third base. Not quite reaching the trunk of our old friend the foul tree. Just in a little lovely dip that we have around the trunk. Gives you a nice place to sit and rest your picnic baskets, if that takes your fancy. And of course, everybody's welcome to come down. Single A games played from 10:30. AAA played from 2. Fouled high, up and over. And you can see the games that are being played at each of the 4 fields that we have in Scotland. Back at the website. It's another chopped foul. Pitch count will be climbing. 100 pitch limit here in the Scottish National Baseball League. When you hit the 100, you can finish the at-bat you're at. And no more. Vickerman still in. Watches that one at the feet. And gets finally to the full count.
Hey, let's go, Jack. Hey, good at bat, baby. Hey, great at bat. Keep going now.
Converted it to a walk at the top of the first. Pitch is decided between Niels Knutson and Harry. It's a fouled off. Well, the rhythm goes foul out of action. There's the foul. Here we're taking the first pitch signal from Miles Knutson. And grounder, it's probably going to be a base hit. It's slow, it's going to be a long throw from Ryan Lim. It's short. Goes to first base, it's in and out the glove. So, second base is awarded with the throw going out of bounds. Ryan Lim having to sprint to get that one. And then extra time gave Vickerman the time. We'll just wait for the official score on a single or error on the throw. But there is an out of bounds for sure. So, up to second and into scoring position. Even Hernandez lined out. Deep to left field in the first. Lofts that one. It's going to take its time. It's going to fall in the gap between them. So there's one runner up to third. Vickerman will take 90 feet off that one. Hernandez bloops that one. High and falls away. And it's slap bang in the middle of the triangle between second base, center field, and right field. Hernandez gets the placement. Runners on corners with one away. Diesel Barrios filled up the count and cashed in the walk in the first. The steal is faked, and then the throw up to second is faked as well. One away. And balk is called. Hearing not disengaging from the rubber in time. So the balk is called. That will bring Vickerman home. Run number 5 for the Cannons. Hernandez given second. Immediately attempts to seal third and has to slide that leg back in time. Diesel Barrios now. Still in there. Very disengaging that time before the look up to second. Long lead taken by Hernandez. 15 feet or so. Time called. Runner goes. The runner turns and heads back again. Hernandez not really fully committing to that one. Just waiting to see where the ball goes before turning the burners on. Instead, Jay Turner back to second. Purple convoy there. Barrios. There's time and options. Lets that one go. 3-1. Line drive, base hit. Slide underneath actually, and not there in time for Sylvan Morisseau trying to get underneath that one.
Good base running, Ewan. Good job, baby. Good base running. One down.
Hernandez stays at second on that one, so runners first and second. And wild pitch hits the dirt. Barrios thinking the ball's dead, just kind of like standing there quietly, but will eventually realizes he advances his. Hernandez at third, Barrios at second. Miguel Del Rosario batting. Second one goes inside as well. Peter Rowe on deck. That'll be picture if when we get there. Fouled there. Half-D line foul down third base. Barrios is going to be credited with his single. He's currently in scoring position at second base. One away, two on. First base is open. And it's a 5-1 game to the Cannons. They've extended their lead by one. Threatening to do more. Golf swing, drop third, and up to first. So run out at first. Everybody holds steady. So 2 away. Del Rosario. Run out on the drop to K. So we welcome in Peter Rowe. Pitcher time. Edinburgh Angels on the defence on 1 run. Cannons on 5 in the bottom of the second. Here he delivers a ball to his fellow pitcher. 2 away. First base is open. Hernandez at third, Barrios at second. Cannons grinding out. Small ball plus speed. Second ball delivered. Row lined out in the first upon third base line. Swing and a miss there. Bat just slips underneath. 2-1. Inside and low. Here he's certainly working all around the zone, but just needs to tighten up the spread pattern. Or he'll get a little bit more gal to draw the swings. Like that one there. So we're foul out of action, take a pick. And as the pitch count keeps climbing, here he can get himself out of the inning. 2 away, full count. Runners at second and third. He's going to attempt the pick off himself with the sprint up, keeping the ball in the hand. Smart thinking, keeps everybody on the toes. Here he back in and delivers. Line drive out of the glove of third base is going to be thrown over from McCallum, and it's going to be in time. And with that, side is retired. One more run put on the board. That's coming off 3 hits. Here we go, Maston in the head. 3 hits, giving 1 run. 2 left on base. And we will be back for the 3rd inning in a moment. And Rangers visitors got 1 on in the 2nd inning. And the Cannons put on one more. It's a 1-5 game here at Warriston. Top of the third as we go through a regulation 7, and we're going to ring the changes for the Cannons. Peter Rowe's going to come out of the pitching and move to DH, and Kit Searle is going to be welcomed in. Jack Vickham will cover Searle's left field, and Stell move from left field into centre field as that one's immediately hit back, bounces past the mound and goes into the shallow centre field for a base hit. Luke McCallum, first pitch seen, first pitch swung, first pitch hit, and the base runner. Peter Rowe's final line, for those of you keeping track: 2 innings pitched in full, 1 hit, 1 run, which was earned, 1 walk, and 2 Ks. Kit Searle. McCallum is your opening banner. Jackson Kramer and Sylvan Marisol is your opening 3. Jackson Kramer got a full count and a single. So just as a check throw over to Steve Silverberg at first to keep everybody honest. Comes in high and inside. Pace on there as well as Kramer scoots back. Edinburgh Angels 1. In bad as the visitors, Edinburgh Cannons 5. That's a high, but it's going to be swung on and pushed down. Single goes through for the base hit, and 90 feet for McCallum up to second. Kramer pushes that one down into the ground. And gets the angle and the distance. Runners at first and second. No outs as yet. 4-run lead to chip away at by the Angels. Oh, it's line drive, hit high, base hit, going long. Nope, it's going to be in the glove. Everybody's got to head back to first and second. Jack Vickerman, newly installed out in left field, heads back and gets that one in the glove. One down. Positioned nicely in center field to cover the movement. So it's 1 away.
Good eye. Hey, good miss.
And then Marisol out on the. Let's go for the fly on that one. It's a little bit more loft, a little bit less speed. Pick him in just enough. There's Knutson in to bat now. Liner to shortstop. Closed out the first inning for out number 2, and then that play also saw tag out at home. Runners first and second, 1 away. And it's ball 4. Runner at first, runner at second, runner at third. Bases loaded up. So, tying run is at the plate now. Luke Paget open up the second and was struck out by Rowe. First time facing Searle. Ball 1. Mary else is giving you a little help out there. Thanks, Ed. Ball 1. The old chopper pushed down at the ground as well. Bounces up to first. First run comes home. There's one over. Luke McCallum makes it round. There's Knutson that heads into second. Jackson Kramer into third. Paget's little chopper It's going to be the second out. But base is loaded. We'll give him, I believe that'll give him the RBI. We'll check the rules on that one. As we get a swing from Van Taylor on a low pitch. Reuben says, yep. Patrick's going to get the RBI on that one. So it's a 5-2 game. 5 to the home, 2 to the visitors. Visitors chasing, and it's going to be tying run at the home plate now. Van Taylor was a hit by pitch in the second. 2 away, 2 on, first base open. Golf swinging a low, called strike. And a little bit of a scramble up at third base as the ball gets lofted up, and it's a chasers. Hernandez not getting the ball fast enough. Or Kramer manages to scurry back in time. I guess it depends which dugout you're in on that one.
Find the barrel, babe. Find the barrel.
Van Taylor waiting for Searle's pitch once more. Swings on that one is outside the zone. Slow chopper. Del Rosario picks that up out short. Makes a move or two to think about it. Throws it over to first, but not in time. Everybody moves round. Kramer gets the second run of the inning on the board. Down to 5-3 for the gap. Hudson sits himself into third base as well, 90 feet away. Taylor. Moves up on first. And Taylor is going to be a reach on error on the scorebook from shortstop Miguel Del Rosario. But it's the position that counts for the Angels. 2 away, runners at the corners. They went into the inning with a 4-run deficit. It's a 2-run deficit now. Comes down, bat goes out the hand. Nobody in the way of that one, so no damage there. Then Heary leaning the speed into that one as we get the first of this pitcher-pitcher combo.
No, I can't put it on my hand. Unless I can. You sure? Still, I got 14.
Alright, I think that was Here you go, Blaine. Here you go, Blaine. Hey, be smart up there, kid. Good eye, good eye.
Ball is taken.
Here you go, Blaine. Be smart, kid. Be smart.
2 away. Runners at the corners. 2-run deficit being chased.
Good eye, good eye.
Ball 3. Catcher pitcher decision made. And the count is full.
Now you protect. Now you protect. Be smart.
Do that, Edinburgh. Ben, on the pitch. On the pitch.
Angels dugout. Vocal on the coaching. Runner goes. It's lofted up in his center field. It's on the run. And Garrett Stell takes that one on the stretch and side retired. Cannons outfield gets them out of the jam on that one. And 2 runs on the board. 2 hits in the inning. 2 runs on. 2 left on. And there's going to be 1 error charged to the Cannons. Well, it was 1-5. Now it's 3-5. Cannons still 2 runs in the lead, and looking to extend that. Coming up, Steve Silverberg, Garrett Stell, and Kit Searle. Ewan Spence here, Baseball Scotland. Reuben in the truck. Back with you after the interstitial graphic, and we'll edit out the gap.
Watch the rain start as soon as it's happened.
Bottom of the 3rd. Edinburgh Cannons got a 2-run lead, looking to extend. Silverberg, Stell, and Searle is your 1, 2, 3. Silverberg cashed in and got a walk.
Let's go, Steve. Vamos.
Back in the monster first inning, where Edinburgh Cannons put 4 on the board. Ducks out the way of that one. They put a 5th run in the bottom of the 2nd. Angels looking to get a fast inning here. Keep the deficit to 2. Get back in, do it all again.
That's it, Steve. Let's go, vamos.
3-0. Cashed in for the walk.
Let's go, Garrett. Let's go, BG.
Stell with an RBI single in the 1st. That has a teammate at first, no outs. Runner goes, there's the steal. Silverberg takes himself up to 2nd. Erie with a wild pitch. Sends that into the backstop. Silverberg, though, all the time in the world.
Hey, let's go, Capi, let's go. Hey, vamos,
Into scoring position.
You're there, you're there. Hey, got it, boy. Hey, good eye, good eye.
Emma Murphy heads over to cover second base. The Angels defense. Outfield. All taking a few steps back. Heads into the net on that one, but everybody awake enough. Silverberg staying steady at 2nd.
Let's go, guys.
Time for the sun
Let's go, Garrett.
to come out for a little moment as well.
That's it, that's it. Good job, Garrett.
Ball 4.
Hey, good job. Hey.
Runners first at 2nd.
Let's go.
Erie's pitch count is
Behind you. It's yours.
up into the 80s. Came into this inning on a 78 count. One, two, three, four. So it's looking like 80, between 86 and 90 for here. 2 walks.
There it is. Hey, there it is, kid. There it is. Wide open now.
Searle
Let's go, baby.
drops behind in the count, 0-1. Batting left-handed. The outfield leans over. Scoots that one. It's high, it's long, it's into the glove right there in left field. Ben Taylor keeps that one. And 1 away.
Hey, el bate, Ale. Hey, we got one.
Angels there. Potentially looking in a bad bounce there for a ground rule double that would have brought Silverberg home.
I was so excited. Hey, vamos, Ale.
Instead, it's the first away.
Hay que impulsarla, vamos.
Kit Searle sending that one out to right field. Ben Taylor gets the glove on it. And the Angels defense holds the deficit to 2. 1 away, runners at 1st and 2nd. Angels 3, Cannons 5. Alexander Poole's batting now. Ground out previously. Hefty hard swing and it rolls. Shortstop picked up. There's the force at second. That's one out. Thrown down to first in time. It's not going to be in time, but it's thrown out and over.
Vamos, 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 arriba, arriba. Good job, team. Good job, team.
And that gives an extra base to Silverberg. It already got the distance around to third, so the out of bounds throw gives run number 6 for the Cannons. Could have well been turn for 2. Force out. Then second on Stell. Pools beating the throw. And then the out of bounds because of the overthrow. Give him second. Although we are having an umpire's conference here. Playing umpire Paul Convoy is the crew chief. Ryan McFarlane is the outfield umpire. I think the decision is going to be on the call at first. And we've got a Cannons manager and scorer coming out as well. Reuben's coming over. Reuben will tell me what's up.
The discussion is that they say the ball hits Marcus's foot, then went out of play, so it shouldn't be in the game.
So it shouldn't be an extra base.
Because it wasn't the first baseman's fault. The Cannons are obviously opinion that's not how it works.
So,
Still staying in second,
so as you heard there, the decision was whether that hit Alexander Pujol's foot. Of course, he's the batted runner at that point. There's going to be a call stand. Still goes on from second down to third, and it's going to be a slide in. Pulls round to third. So, the question was whether it hit the foot, but we don't have replay here, so the call will stand. So we are 2 away, runner at third. 1 run on the board in this inning. 6-3 game in favour of our home team, the Cannons, here in the bottom of the third. Jose Gonzalez with a 3-0. Peels jinxing around at third. 2 away though. Comes down. Inside low. There's the walk. And we get runners at the corners. And back to the top of the order. Jack Vickerman, a walk and a single on the board so far. Bills is getting credited with the fielder's choice on the earlier one. Runner goes. Gonzalez heads up from first to second. It's going to be not challenged. So runners at second and third. Fouled and into the sun. Two away, runners at second and third. First is open. Lean back there from Vickerman. Angels 3, Cannons 6. It's unlikely we'll see Heary in the 4th inning.
Hey, Jack, when he tells you what he's throwing, he's telling you what he's throwing.
Interjection over. It's going inside again. Vickerman on the limbo. Takes that one. Line drive. Bounces underneath Ryan Limit short. There's one at home. Barrios is in. Gonzalez puts the burners on as well. He comes in there as well. Vickerman is going to get himself up to 2nd on the play. 2 RBI for Vickerman. Bills and Gonzalez brought home. 3 on the board in this frame. Taking it to an 8-3 game. Vickerman is going to be credited with a single. 2 for 2 game, 2 RBI, and even Hernandez. 1 for 2. And just a check between the umpires as well. This may be pitch count limit hit. If not, it's going to be very close. And with movement going on, we'll take a short break. And when we come back, we'll have the lineup changes for the Angels defense shortly. Welcome back as we have our defensive changes put through. Wayne Harry has reached the pitch limit, so we are going to welcome in Miles Knutson, who of course was the catcher. Taking over catcher is going to be Sylvain Morisseau, and taking over from Sylvain Morisseau's left field will be Blaine Heary. Ivan Hernandez is first to face the relief batter. Relief pitcher. Well, it's a relief batter, that's too many words. Runner at 2nd. 2 away. Angels down by 3 in pitching. Cannons up now by 8 and batting. Knutson, line drive, base hit, drops in front of right field. There's a 1 turn there. Vickerman passes 3rd. A long throw's coming in at home, and Vickerman gets the foot on the bag first. That's run number 9. Hernandez gets his RBI with a line drive base hit going out into centre right field. With that bounce there, Vickerman takes off, turns in 3rd, no hesitation, brings himself home, races the foot onto the bag. The ball chases in towards the catcher. Vickerman comfortably outplacing that ball. 9 for the Cannons, runner goes, Hernandez goes to the steal in 2nd, it's fouled back though. Hernandez gets 80 foot on the sprint before he has to slow down and turn back again. Eduso Barrios will walk in a single on the card so far. steal attempt is on once more. Throw from the catcher is going to be off target and bounce just to the left of the bag. Hernandez goes to slide underneath it.
Let's go, ready, line drive here, baby, line drive, does it.
Cal drops again once more. Hefty fast swing and a miss. Barrios falls behind. Two away and one away. Fouled off. Two away, runner at second. Goes in low. Barrios gets the count to equal high, 2-2. Nuts and just steps back again, asks for a mound visit. Sylvan Morrisseau catching. So a 4-run first inning. It's now been joined by a 4-run third inning. And there may well be more to come. Hernandez currently in scoring position up at second base. Count is equal high. Fakes the steal. Is that one square in the chest of Morrisseau? And all the lights are on. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Look back. Oh! Ball 4. Hefty loud call. I think that actually came from Barrios himself. Takes himself, so runners first and second, 2 away. Miguel Del Rosario. 1 for 2. Singled in the first. Run out at first. Dropped third strike in the second. Hernandez taking the distance and drawing some throws up from catcher up to second. None of them in time, but just, I think, just playing to get the overthrow. Happy that he can get back in time with the legs that he has. And sinker just grabs the top corner. Inside at the bell, it's going to go wild, so there's going to be a throw down to third. Hernandez called safe though. Flip to second for Barrios, but Hernandez getting the heart in mouth on the passed ball. So 2 in scoring position, first base is open, 2 away. That's high. Another throw up from Morrisseau McCallum at third. Keep Hernandez honest. pitch agreed on. And takes us to another full count. With all the lights on, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's a hit by pitch, inside high. And with the hit by pitch as a dead ball.
Come on, hey, let's not make this game slow. Let's go.
Just glancing back, Barrios must have made the attempt up to second on one of the foul balls. It's back at far. Glance round, actually we are bases loaded from that hit by pitch. Hernandez at third, Barrios at second, and Rosario jog up to first. Peter Owen now, no longer the pitcher, staying in as the DH role. Bases loaded, 2 away. Cannons up by 6, looking to get themselves into double figures. It's a long loop throw after the ball up to third base. It's a dangerous play. Off target, an overthrow. They're slipping past, and Hernandez will attempt that run home. 10th batter faced by the Angels in this inning. As that one gets out of sight from Morrisseau round the feet. Throws a line out and a ground out. Outside, and gets another attempt in the throw up to third, and this time Hernandez had taken too much of a lead. And he's going to be caught steal for the third out. And with that, the side is retired for the bottom of the third. 2 hits in the inning, and that ends up with 4 runs. No errors. No errors. I've just got to look back down an entire column in the card. 1 error charged to the Angels defense, and 2 left on base. Angels 3 runs, Cannons 9 runs. Cannons taking the lead. 6-run deficit for the Angels to start clawing back. So we come back in the 4th to do that. It'll be Emma Murphy, Ryan Lim, and Luke McCallum. 9-1-2 on the card. Top of the 4th here, Bobby Thompson Memorial Field here in Waterston Park in Edinburgh. Edinburgh Angels 3, Edinburgh Cannons 9. And batting for the Angels, who are our designated visiting team, Emma Murphy, followed by Ryan Lim and Luke McCallum. Murphy reaching on error in the 2nd, leading off here in the 4th. Swing and a miss. Kit Starl in for relief at the top of the 3rd, remains on the bump. And Adisio Barrios still catching. High pop over the backstop. It's 1-2. Comes in high. Count goes equal high, 2 and 2. And foul back, stays alive. Stays at 2 and 2. Lead off batter. If he lets that one go outside and low. Count goes full. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Cyril gets his first punch out of the game. One away. Angels batting with 9, so to the top of the order, Ryan Lim. A walk and a strikeout. It's the first time facing Kit Cyril in this game. Contact made, grounder. Hernandez picks it up at third. Fast throw, Silverberg at first. Ball wins that one. 2 away. Two up, 2 down. Luke McCallum. In 3. Pop out and single. Angels came in. 6-run deficit. Cannons have held them all in the box. 0-1. Hefty fast pop up, foul down the back. Not in 2. First ball for McCallum there. Inside and low. Cyril looking for the grounder. Gets it this time. It goes past the mound though. It's picked up by Del Rosario. Over from short in the Silverberg. The speed is there once more. The ball wins. Side retired in order in the top of the 4th. And that 6-run deficit remains at 6. Coming up for the Cannons in the bottom of the 4th. It's going to be Rowe, Silverberg and Stell. No hits, no runs, none left on base, and no errors charged to the Cannons for those keeping the numbers. Ewan Spence here, Reuben in the truck. Back with you momentarily. Going into the bottom of the 4th, and that's halfway through the regulation 7. Doesn't necessarily mean we will play all 7, given the rule book and run differentials. We'll get to that if we get to that point in time. Peter Rowe, Steve Silverberg and Garrett Stell. Here 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the 4th for the Cannons. Angels 3. Cannons 9. In the dirt there. You have Ben Mills Knutson staying on the bump. Sylvain Morisot catching, no changes for the Angels defense. 3-0 for Rowe. And the walk is drawn. Peter Rowe on base.
Get the foot in front, get the foot in front. It's all going good. Breathe. Lefty! Yeah.
Steve Silverberg in just now. 2 walks so far in the game. No outs as yet. Peter Rowe on first. Line drive. That's going to drop. Base hit for Silverberg. Ben Taylor just a little bit too deep out there in right field for that one. Everybody's safe. Everybody moves round. Peter Rowe up to second. Silverberg with the single into first. Line drive, just drops away in front of Taylor. Garrett Stells a single and a walk so far. Rowe take a touch of a lead. You get 10 feet out of second base. Hurls down, that's popped up very high. Comes down with the snow. It's infield fly called. Careful catch from Ryan Lim. So 1 away. Runners at first and second. It's the 1 away. Comes in. High into the outside. Kid Searle with a walk. Line out to a right field. Teammates at first and second. Hefty high and outside. Another ball taken. Turn at first, liner foul into the reeds, deep past the first base line. Get the speed in the distance. Whereas at first and second, 1 away, 2-1 on the count. Cell check swing. Grants around. As Knutson takes that one, liner, it's going a little bit higher, but it's gonna go foul. Drawing that right field corner. Well, check swing, but it's through the zone, so strike out looking on Searle. It's going to be the first strike out K. Mills Nuts for Mills Knutson. And we go 0-1. Two away. Alexander Pujols watches that one go for a strike. Martin's still at first and second, 2 away. And that's a little tiny grounder. It just rolls very quietly up, and the pitcher, it's over to pick up that one there and do the underarm throw to third. It's Knutson improvising there quickly. McCallum in position, but not before Rowe gets himself down onto the bag. Called safe from outfield umpire Ryan McFarlane. We do have an umpire conference as we go through. Rowe's going to be called out, and that will end the inning. An inning where the Edinburgh Angels defense managed to do a little bit of a stop loss. One hit there for Steve Silverberg, but no runs coming out of it, which always will be a fielder's choice on that one at the end. Give us 2 left on base, and it's a fun force out 1-5 to close out the inning. And so the Cannons held to no runs in there, and it will be Jackson Kramer, Sylvain Morisseau and Benjamin Mills Knutson on the card for the Angels when we head to the top of the 5th of the regulation 7. Ewan Spence here, back shortly.
Let's go, Cannons, 1, 2, 3.
Here you go, Jackson. Gotta work here.
Yeah,
Kid,
1,
gotta
2,
work.
3. On the babe.
Hey, way back and drive. Way back and drive.
Top of the 5th here, as we've got Kramer, Morisseau and Mills Knutson for the Angels. And it's an immediate swing and a miss on Kramer there for 0-1. Do you have a defensive change? Adiso Barrios is back into the dugout and taking his place at catcher. Will be really done.
Here you are, Jackson. Here you are, Jackson. Get it going here. Get it going here.
An experienced hand at catching. You know the Cannons many a year. Swing and a miss.
Hey, you got a battle now, kid. You got a battle.
Here, find the ball here, Jackson.
Here you are, Jackson. Here you are, Jackson. Battle back now, kid.
And as the paperwork gets updated, it's another swing and a miss. And a punch out there, and then 1 away. So Van Morisseau will step in now. 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out. Second punch for Kit Searle. No runners on, 1 away. And our first into the foul tree. Line drive hooked deep down the third base line. Comes down. So querying the count, just focusing in on pitch by pitch. And that's lofted. It's going long, but it's going to be into the glove of Jack Vickerman out in left field on the jog. 2 away. Edinburgh Angels looking to cut the deficit as much as they can. Top of the 5th here. And off the regulation 7. We do have Benjamin Knudsen coming in, so we are picture time once more. Strike to start with, not in 1. Hefty wind comes in. Line drive is going to go foul down the first base line. Now we're getting a wind that will affect the ball. Straight back there towards Searle and past pitcher out in the centre field. Base hit. Knudsen driving that one flat. Grazed the laces of Searle. And then through the gap into centre field. So 2 away, but a base runner. Luke Paget in now. Strike out and ground out. 2 away. That's a pitch to the slide outside and high. Some just bouncing around, staying close to the first base bag. Called strike. One to the outside. And the wind is picking up a little bit, rolling from third base over to first. So we get a 2-1 count. In the dirt on that one, pass ball. So now Steele's going to go head up there on the walk. At least it would have been the walk. If Paget had the count that was in his head going through. I think it was 2 balls heading up to 3. Good steal from Knudsen though, into scoring position. It's a good lead as well. And it's That's going to be the full count, and all the lights are on. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Payoff. Grounder is a little short one, picked up by Searle. Throws over to first. Silverberg in time, side retired. Little trickler of a grounder comes off the back of Padgett. It's nice to see a hit actually turn out to be a bunt in the end, at least where the ball goes. Searle alert, down, pounces on it, throws it back up to Silverberg. So 1 hit for the Angels, but no more productivity of that. No runs, 1 left on base, and no errors charged to the Cannons. So it's the middle of the 5th of 7-run games. Cannons still in control and up. Edinburgh Angels 3, Edinburgh Cannons 9. Bottom of the 5th, Cannons in control and looking to extend their lead over the Edinburgh Angels here at Bobby Thompson Memorial Field, Warston Park in Edinburgh. Cannons are our nominated home team. Angels are the nominated visitors. Jose Gonzalez, Jack Vickerman, Ivan Hernandez are going to be a 1-2-3 for the inning, and it's 9-1-2 on the card.
Oh, Simon! Oh, nice!
So obviously, thank you for watching us on the stream, as well as the like, loves, share and subscribes. One of the things we do keep an eye out for is watch hours, because when we take over a couple of hundred, I think it is, we can start to open up a few more options for us to help support Baseball Scotland on the YouTube channel. So please keep watching, even if you're tucking us into the background while you're doing your work, or watching an episode of Taskmaster, or whatever you do. Have us lurking in the background. Yes, I'm a Russell at night time. So we'll just have a little look and see if we have some scores from the rest of the league. 2 other games taking place today. And we do not have anything from Glasgow at the Edinburgh Rays, but we do have a final score from Taper, Edinburgh Diamond Devils 0, Taper Breakers 6. That will keep Taper at the top of the league no matter the result here. We opened up today, Cannons were half a game back from the Breakers. Breakers now with a 5-0 record, Cannons currently with a 4-1, but 6 runs up. Their 6th game of the season, and that's going to be hit high and hard. It is going long, but it's picked up in the glove from center fielder Jackson Kramer for the first out. So 1 away. Angels defense here will want to close this out as quickly as possible so they can get back onto offense, try and get the runs. We're back to the top of the order. Jack Vickerman limbo's out the way. Ben Milkenutson still pitching, so Van Morrisseau in the catching. Vickerman on a 2-for-2 game, and also with a cashed in walk from a full count. Called strike. One goes past at the waist, but inside. And just snicked off. Go 1 and 2. 1 away so far for the Cannons. 3 game. Looking to just push that lead out a little bit more if they can. And the win here will keep them close to the Tayport Breakers. Stay at 1 and 2. Little grounder, heads up, picked up at shortstop. Ryan Lim gets that over to first base. It's going to roll through. And Padgett's not going to get that ball secure. So Vickerman on base. We'll just wait to see for the scoring decision from our team here in a moment. Positionally though, doesn't really matter. Vickerman on first with 1 away. Ivan Hernandez 2 for 3. In the box and swings hard, another grounder. Lim gets that one, goes for the force out at second, looks for the turn, decides against it. They'll just take the force out on Vickerman. 2 away.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, of course. Change the catcher.
And with Nuri done in on catching duties, just stripping the armour off. And the time out here.
Don't get picked off, Ewan. Not again.
I mean, I want to see it 50-50, but also...
So staying in the order.
I don't know if he done like some DH moving around shit. That was actually.
Iso Barrios through, picked up the 2 walks and a single. This will be Dunn's first at bat of the game. Runner goes from first up to second. Hernandez is going to be safe there as that gets away from Moriso. Vickerman's going to be credited with a field reaching on error. On the fielding of first baseman Luke Padgett. Done with the well-used mental warm-up with the bat swings. Cold strike.
Go on, 5 line grab, baby, line grab now.
Quiet sounds as the sun comes out. Glance up to second, Hernandez. That slides out to the wild pitch to the side. More so getting the block on it. There goes 2 and 1. 2 away so far. Runner at second. Ball 3. Gives Dunn a little bit of an option here on the next pitch. Large gap opening up in right centre field though. Dunn takes the walk. There's first and second.
Any base infield, any base.
And strategy call there from Sylvan Moriso catching. Miguel Del Rosario steps in there. Single in the first inning. Struck out in the second after a drop third strike and a scramble up to first. That's not a struck out. And a little liner goes very foul down the third base line. Rosario's third appearance in the game was a hit by pitch. So he's collecting all the colours on the scorecard. So the wide to the outside there. Still has to scramble for that one, but no movement from first or second. Two and one on Del Rosario. It's playing around. Timing call there. Redone. First base. Hernandez, Ewan Hernandez up at second. Once more taking an ambitious lead, shall we say. Grounder goes up, picked up comfortably shortstop. Ryan Lim walks comfortably, lets that escape underneath. It's going to be a single for Del Rosario. Hernandez threatened with the force out. So, going to be fielding error, I feel, there on Ryan Lim. So you bring Hernandez to third and load up the bases. Again, no, we'll just keep an eye for the official score. Takes a little bit of time to bubble through all the pipes on the internet. Peter Rowe in now. Line out, ground out, and a walk. Line drive. It's going to be a tricky one. It's going to be out at first. As it stopped there in the field by Emma Murphy, who goes on to do a little impromptu juggle, get control of the ball and get that down to Luke Paget at first in time. So that's a 0 put up by the Cannons, and that deficit of 6 stays steady. Angels defense holding there. So we'll go to the top of the 6th, or the regulation 7. The 6-run deficit for the Angels. Looking to cut that down will be Ben Taylor, Blaine Heary, and Emma Murphy. Well, let's ring the changes, everybody. We have a pitching change. Let's start with that as Garrett Stell comes in from centre field to pitch. Kit Searle is going to head back to centre field, which is where he started the game. Searle's final line is going to be 2.2 pitched, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. And the changes in the lineup also when they come through for the Edinburgh Angels. We're going to have Wolf Knutson coming out of the pitching spot and heading to the bench, and we're going to welcome in Lucas Jones when we get to that point in the order. So Garrett Stell pitching in relief to Rory Dunn as catcher, and you 1, 2, 3 for the Angels will be Ben Taylor, Blaine Heary, and Emma Murphy.
Yeah, good eye, Ben.
And open up with the ball. Ben Taylor hit by pitch and a reach on error so far. 1 base twice. Golf swing on strike 1. It's past him underneath.
Here you go, Ben. Here you go, Ben. Go to work down here. All right, gotta protect now. Gotta protect now.
Strike 2. And chopped foul, so we'll stay at 1 and 2. Wind moving around a little bit as well. Just coming in from left centre field now, swirling a little bit towards home plate.
Here you go, Ben.
Top of the 6th of the regulation 7. grounder is going to be picked up by Del Rosario, and he's going to watch that run underneath his glove as well. Ben Taylor is going to be on base for the third time. Whether that's going to not show up as an at-bat. We'll lean down and just do a check on that one. Unofficially, let's just jot down an E6 and see what happens. Blaine Heary into bat mount. Leadoff batter becomes the base runner. Ben Taylor up at first. Here's a hit by pitch and a fly out. That's popped up from here. He's going out into right center field and coming in to get that one for the second out. First out is going to be Kit Searle. Sorry, Ben, you made it on base. One away. Second base, Emma Murphy in now. First time facing. Still bringing the signature fastball into play. Strike one. Runner goes, Taylor goes to the steal, up to second, Dunn lobs over, it's just to the right of the base.
Let's go, Em.
Successful steal from Taylor. Into scoring position. The Angels just need to chip away at the lead that the Cannons have. 9-3 game. Stay focused, play by play. Inside low, inside the zone. 1 and 2. Wide to the outside. Equal high, 2 and 2. Runner at second, 1 away. Swing and a miss. Drop third. Ray Bunce just lost sight of the ball. It was between the ankles. He looked away from it, so it's going to be an on base. Runners to the corner. Taylor heading over to third on that one. So, first key on the board for Stell. It does result in the runner at first, so 1 away at the corners.
Great spot, you.
Lean over there. Back to the top of the order for the Angels.
Come on, Lucas. Lucas, get babe.
Here we do have a new batter in pinch hitting. To check at first base. Paperwork says Gareth Alexander. Pretty sure that's not Gareth Alexander. That'll be one that can be corrected later on the official record. Pitch comes down. And that's going to be wild. Pass ball, it's heading back and it's not going to be in time. And scrambles back to get that one. Can Snell in from the mound to hope to get the foot there in time, but it's not. Taylor takes the opportunity, brings it home. It's another run on the board. Run number 4 for the Angels. Murphy takes the opportunity to advance up to second.
Hey, great to be here, Jones. Let's go, babe. One down, one down.
So we do have Lucas Jones in just now, so we will just check the lineup card shortly. Here we are for pinch hitting. 3-2-1, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Great eye! Great eye!
And the walk is drawn.
Let's go, Jones! Let's go, babe!
We love you, Jonesy! Hey, let's go. Hey, dude, jump down now. Hey, let's go. Vamos, 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 vamos.
So, Lucas Jones.
Here you go, Luke!
Let's go, big Luke. Let's go, big dog. Hey, vamos, play, play.
Luke's gonna eat here. Let's go, babe!
Foul there. Another one scrambles down into the dirt.
Hey, Orlando, vamos.
Luke McCallum, 1 for 3. Ground out, single ground out. Runners first and second. Angels speed boot runs on the board. Cut it down to a 5-run deficit now. 5 outs left in regulation. Let's focus on the ball. Play at a time. Swing and a miss. Called on. Felt it.
One more, baby, one more.
And 2 away. So runners at first and second, 2 away. It's Jackson Kramer. 2 for 3 game. Single strikeout. Leans back out the way. Rather sharpish there.
Let's go.
Takes the ball. Batting left-handed. Swing foul. Snell just bringing the heat in hard in the end of the game. And the third out there. Called on the strike. And with that, Cannons already in control of the game. Put a little bit more pace and a little bit more urgency. And the Angels not able to respond. So, no hits in the inning. 1 run does get over though. 2 left on base at the end of that. And now we will see the 1 error charged to the Cannons defense. So when we come back, Cannons. Lead's been cut by 1 down to 5. 4 to the Angels, 5 to the Cannons. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Peter Rowe, Steve Silverberg, Garrett Stow.
Thanks, look.
Here we go, Skip.
I have no idea.
Bottom of the 6th. It's Peter Rowe. Takes the first ball high. On deck we have Steve Silverberg. In the hold, Garrett Stow. Be a 1, 2, 3. Peter Rowe, ground. And that's hit a line drive. It's going to be a base hit down right field.
Now remember, you have to stand first. You have to stand first, right?
Where are we?
Hey, here we go, G.
Okay, that's Silverberg getting in there.
Here we go, Big G. Hey, line drop now, baby. Line it now, line it now.
So let me just move down the card 1 here. Go where we are. It's actually Silverberg, Stow and Searle opening up.
Hey, that's up. Good eye now, good eye now, good eye back.
Peter Rowe is a ground out to end out the 5th. Just 1 box mixed in the card, that's all you need. Fouled up and over. Stow with a single to walk and a pop out. Teammate at first. Looking to build on the 5-run lead. Popped up, shallow center field. Who's coming in for it? Murphy from second base will take that one. One away. Kit Searle steps in now. Cannons looking to extend the 5-run lead. The Angels looking to keep themselves as close as possible. Give them a chance when we get to the top of the 7th of the 7. As Knutson gets that one past, it's a strike thrown and it's past ball as well. Silverberg will take the opportunity. Runner up to second, in scoring position. Comes down, swung on, contact made but foul. Outfield umpire Ryan McFarlane. He's taking a mental picture of where everybody's standing. Wild pitch goes past, but Silverberg just stays steady there. Searle, low bat ready to address. Back to the shoulder. Swings on, bouncer goes foul down first base line. Silverberg on the move, turns round. Back to second.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, here we go, kid. Here we go, the big guy.
Runner at second. Swung on, high, pop, foul. High and back over into the stands. Everybody reset. 2 hours 42 on the game clock. And ball into the glove. Mills Knutson delivering that one down. Sylvain Morisseau catching. Count goes equal high. 2 and 2. Count full. 3, 2, 1. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 1 away, runner at second. Cannons up by 5. Comes in, contact, pop up, it's going towards third base. It's on the chase, somebody's got to call for it. Otherwise you're just all going to clash and let it go past like that. So, gets himself in the first. High, high pop up. Nobody gets the glove on it. Mr. First and second. Pinch hitting now, we have Philip Makarowski. I think I might have got the R and the K round the wrong way there. K comes first. In the name. We're not yet at that point. In the pitching. Makarowski on a 400 for the season. 1 away as runners at first and second for the Cannons. Swings on a low. Murphy sneaking in a second base there, Morisseau spotting the potential there, but the ball slips away from the experienced catcher. 2 and 1 on Makarowski. Comes down for strike 2. Call high on the count. That's round from Mills Knutson. Keeping a close eye on Silverberg. Grounder goes up towards third base, and that's going to be picked up. Decides to forego the force. Do the throw over and run out at first. Runner second at first, second and third. First base is open, 2 away. And we have another pinch hitter coming in, Adam Fortune Smith. Fortune Smith on a 750 for the season and a 1,800 OPS. First base is open. There's a swing and a miss on there. And goes hefty inside high. And Fortune Smith
No, I'm alright.
acknowledging that there's no hit by pitch. Knutson will take the fault on that one. An acknowledgement towards everybody down around home plate. So wide to the outside. So 2 away, first base open, and a 3-1 count. Fortune Smith just needs to keep things steady and decide if he wants to try in this one, which he does, but it's going to pop foul. Second into the tree. Second into the tree. So let's put on all the lights, everybody. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. No, I couldn't see the ball at all. Count? Yeah.
So all the lights, 3, 2 and 2. Runners at second and third. First base is open for Fortune Smith. So we'll go back at third, Searle at second. Loops that one high. It's going out to left field, but it's going to be caught on the run there by Blaine Harry, and the side is retired. So the Angels know what they need to do now. Through 6. Cannons on 9. Through 6. Angels are on 4. 2 hits in that inning there, but no runs coming from that. 2 left on base. No errors charged to the Angels. So the Angels know what they need to do now. They've got to find themselves 5 runs to tie the game. 6 runs to take the lead. Cannons know what they need to do. Pitch them out. Find the 3 outs and call the game. So Van Morisseau, Benjamin Mills-Knutson and Luke Paget are on the card. And we'll be back with you in a moment. Top of the 7th of the regulation 7, Edinburgh Angels 4, Edinburgh Cannons 9. Goals clear on that one for Morisseau, Mills-Knutson and Paget. Fine 5 to tie. Little chopper bounces over on the ground. Peter Raw's going to go and take that back to first base himself. It's 1 away, 2 outs left for the Angels. Morisseau chops that one into the ground. Peter Raw, who just shifted over to first base. Gets the first out. 2 outs left for the Angels. Benjamin Mills-Knutson takes strike 1. Line out, walk and a single. Snell continuing to push the fastballs in at the end, right on relief. And strike 3, 2 away.
Bob Ross out there, Peyton. Love it.
So Angels down to the last out. It's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Luke Paget. Strike out, ground out in the game so far. Snell just in quiet communication that you see. It's line drive, hits up. It's picked up there Pujols takes that one. Actually from second base. No little change there. Down to Peter Rowe. And first, Makarowski will make that one from 4. Peter Rowe into 3. And with that, side retired in order. And that's the ball game. Edinburgh Angels falling behind in the first inning by 4 to the Cannons. Caught themselves back before the Cannons put in a second monster inning in the bottom of the 3rd. And a 1 run from the Angels in the 6th. Closed that gap slightly, but Cannons remain in control. Your final line is going to be 5 hits for 4 runs for the Angels with 3 errors credited. Here's the Cannons, 12 hits to 9 runs and also 3 errors credited. Good, Spence here. Thanks very much for watching. As always, the link like, loves, shares and subscribed are always welcome as we go through. Multitude of pictures, multitude of weathers, and shifting round the outfield. We have a game time of 2 hours 55, and we thank you as always. More details, fixtures, league tables, you'll find them all baseballscotland.co.uk, and join us every week as we bring you more Baseball Scotland here on YouTube. I'm Ewan, Spence, Reuben hustles in the truck, and with the sun coming out here at the very end, everybody in Scotland is set to, well, for fair skin. We might not last long in this. Thanks very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Hasty back.